The Order of the Illuminati loves to taunt the profane by placing their sacred symbols in plain sight. Their symbols are all around us. They're part of our landscape. They're even on our money. Corporate logos. They appear throughout pop culture, from music to movies and television, even children's cartoons. Only Illuminati insiders know the symbol's true meaning. In the book Morals and Dogma, Sovereign Grand Commander of the Scottish Rite and 33rd degree Freemason Albert Pike wrote, "Masonry, like all the religions, all the mysteries, Hermeticism and alchemy, conceals its secrets from all except the adepts and sages, or the elect, and uses false explanations and misinterpretations of its symbols to mislead those who deserve only to be misled, to conceal the truth, which it calls light, from them, and to draw them away from it. In order to know how deeply these symbols are embedded all around you, you must first know what the symbols are and what they mean. Here are the top 10 most popular symbols used by the Illuminati. Number 10. The skull. To Masons, the skull and crossbones is a memento mori, Latin for remember, you must die. The skull and bones is prominent on Master Mason trestle boards and is commonly featured on Masonic rings. The Bavarian Illuminati used the skull in its 10th degree initiation ritual. Illuminati princes were shown a skeleton and asked if the bones were those of a king, a nobleman, or a beggar. The symbol is the emblem and namesake of the elite Yale senior fraternity, Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones' existence entered the mainstream American consciousness during the 2004 U.S. presidential election. It was revealed that both candidates had been bonesmen while attending Yale. Inside the Skull and Bones headquarters, known as the Tomb, a painting of skulls features a German phrase. The English translation, "Who was the fool? Who the wise man, beggar or king? Whether poor or rich, all's the same in death." The Nazi SS resurrected the Totenkopf, or dead's head symbol, first used by Frederick the Great over a century before. To Nazis, it represented the willingness to put your own life on the line for the sake of the community. The Knight Templars were charged with the crime of blasphemy for worshipping the severed head of Baphomet. Number 9. The obelisk. The obelisk is an ancient Egyptian phallic symbol that rather obviously represents power. They've been sought by tyrants ever since Rome conquered Egypt and have been dispersed all over the world. Obelisks are used by the Illuminati to mark major centers of power. There's an obelisk marking the Illuminati's spiritual center in St. Peter's Square. Another 555 feet tall on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., the Illuminati's military wing, and obelisks in New York's Central Park and in the City of London, marking the Order's financial centers. Number 8. Fire. The Statue of Liberty, with its famous Liberty Torch, was donated to the United States by France, thanks to the funding efforts of French Freemasons. Designer Frederick Bartholdi was a Freemason. So was the statue's architect, Gustave Eiffel. The builder of the pedestal, Richard Hunt, also a Freemason. There's a smaller copy of Lady Liberty on an artificial island in the River Seine, a short distance from the Eiffel Tower. The statue portrays Libertas holding up a torch, bringing enlightenment to the world. Some people believe the statue represents Semiramis, the queen whore of Babylon, while others believe she represents the bringer of light, Lucifer. Founder of the Bavarian Illuminati, Adam Weishaupt, inspired by Zoroaster, prominently used the color red in the Order's higher degrees. The Olympic torch relay was introduced by the Nazis at the 1936 Olympic Games. Flames are found on the corporate logo for Columbia Pictures, and J.D. Rockefeller chose a flame for Standard Oil. Number 7. The butterfly. Butterflies traditionally represent a metamorphosis, a significant or dramatic change. To the Illuminati, it is code for monarch mind control. Monarch is a name given by the Illuminati to a secret government mind control program far surpassing the CIA's MK Ultra. Monarch produces perfect mind-controlled slaves who perform tasks for their handlers ranging from assassination and spying to fulfilling the sexual appetites of U.S. presidents and high government officials. According to one researcher, over 2 million Americans are currently under mind control. It is said the Illuminati uses movies such as Disney's Fantasia and The Wizard of Oz to program mind control slaves. Monarchs and their handlers use butterflies on stage, in costumes, and incorporate them into artwork and logos. Dramatic behavioral changes, shaving your head, or instantly switching personalities in interviews might indicate a breakdown in monarch programming. Number 6. The snake. Like the serpent in the Garden of Eden, snakes represent evil. They're the guardians of forbidden knowledge, which explains their special appeal to secret societies. Celebrities with ties to the Illuminati frequently pose with snakes or use them in performance. A statue of Draco guards the entrance to the City of London, the center of world finance and headquarters of the Rothschilds, the Illuminati's top family. It is said that Lucifer himself sits at the head of the Rothschild family table. The logo for Italian car maker Alfa Romeo features a snake eating a human. The symbol, known as Biscione, is commonly used in heraldic shields. The logo for Swedish defense company Saab features Satan's serpent tongue. Ouroboros, the snake swallowing its own tail and signifying eternity and regeneration, represents the Illuminati's multi-generational bloodlines. Number 5. The owl. The owl is an occult symbol of wisdom and was a hallmark of the Bavarian Illuminati. After a trial period of up to 3 years, initiates rose to the Minerval class and gained access to those assemblies and academies. Named after Minerva, the Roman name for the Greek goddess Pallas Athena, she was depicted on Illuminati medallions as an owl and represented wisdom and vigilance. The Bohemian Grove, an exclusive campground located in the midst of giant Californian redwood trees, uses the owl as its logo. Every summer, global business and government elite meet at Bohemian Grove and offer mock sacrifices at their sinister owl shrine. It was here that Ronald Reagan promised Richard Nixon that he would not oppose in the 1968 Republican primary. The Manhattan Project was born in the Grove. The owl is hidden on the U.S. $1 bill, in celebrity tattoos and fashion, and even in architectural design. Number 4. The pentagram. The sigil of Baphomet is usually depicted with 2 points up, indicating Satan's horns. The devil's horns is a popular hand sign made with the index and pinky fingers. Originally a charm to ward off evil, over time it came to be understood as a gesture invoking evil. The pentagram can be observed in the street layout of Washington, D.C., designed by French Freemason Pierre-Charles L'Enfant. However, the pentagram is incomplete, as Rhode Island Avenue does not connect to Pennsylvania Avenue. An inverted pentagram is the emblem of the Order of the Eastern Star, an organization for female relatives of Freemasons. The pentagram is common in music videos, mainstream movies, even children's cartoons. Number 3. the number of the beast. 666 designates the Antichrist as revealed in the book of Revelation. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. The Illuminati believe the Antichrist is destined to guide them to a new world order. 666 is found in every UPC barcode in the United States. The number is hidden in the corporate logo of Taco Bell. It's concealed in the logos of Walt Disney Pictures, Monster Energy Drink, and Google Chrome. British telecom giant Vodafone, whose logo is remarkably similar to the KKK. The number of the beast can also be represented using the hand gesture for OK, by touching your thumb and your index fingers, creating a circle, while 3 fingers make the tails of the 3 sixes. Illuminati puppets and minions flash the symbol during their performances as a secret salute to the Antichrist. Number 2. The pyramid. The pyramid represents the top-down power structure of the Illuminati, with the plutocrats commanding from the capstone and the peons at the bottom. The Bavarian Illuminati used the pyramid both capped and uncapped during its Minerval assemblies. The pyramid, representing the Illuminati itself, was painted on a carpet with scattered stone in front of it. The stones represent the work still to be done for the glory of the Grand Architect. The Bavarian Illuminati managed to infiltrate European Masonry at the 1782 Congress of Wilhelmsbad. The Landgrave of Hesse, who hosted the event, erected a pyramid on nearby grounds. That same Landgrave later became Prince Charles of Hesse Castle, and the profits from renting out his Hessian mercenaries to fight American revolutionaries eventually gave rise to the House of Rothschild. The headquarters of the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite Freemasonry in Washington, D.C. is capped by an unfinished pyramid. The symbol can also be represented as a hand gesture by touching both thumbs and index fingers with both palms facing outwards. Hip-hop artist Jay-Z uses the sign to represent Rock Nation and his record company Rockefeller Records. He calls it the Rock sign. Pro wrestler Diamond Dallas Page previously used the sign to indicate his signature move, the Diamond Cutter. German head of state Angela Merkel uses the hand signal in reverse to form an inverted pyramid. Merkel calls her pose the Merkel route. Like other symbols on this list, the pyramid is prominently displayed by presidents, on government buildings, in music videos, and in Hollywood movies. Number 1. The All-Seeing Eye. The All-Seeing Eye is the most recognized symbol of the Illuminati. In ancient Egypt, the eye represented the god Horus, protection, good health, royal power. But its fame is mostly due to its prominent placement on the US dollar bill, the most highly circulated note on the planet. The symbol, an eye floating over an unfinished pyramid, was added to the bill in 1935 by 33rd degree Freemason President Franklin D. Roosevelt. To Freemasons, the all-seeing eye represents Gotu, the great architect of the universe, a placeholder term for whatever deity individual Masons happen to worship. The eye in the triangle has been used by French and German Freemasons since at least 1770. The all-seeing eye appeared in the original design of the Great Seal of the United States. Several committees, and years later, it appears in its present form, floating over an unfinished pyramid on the back of the Great Seal. The eye is a representation of God, favoring the prosperity of the United States. The unfinished pyramid, the future growth of the nation. Some researchers are not convinced. They believe that the symbol is the left eye of Lucifer. It oversees its minions, who are represented by the individual identical bricks making up the unfinished pyramid. The 13 steps are a tribute to the 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati, not the original 13 states. The symbol first became associated with the Illuminati in 1955, with the publication of Roosevelt's Communist Manifesto by Emanuel Josephson. In addition to identifying the eye and the pyramid as the insignia of the Illuminati, the author further contended that Adam Weishaupt had written the blueprint for the New Deal. The Roman numerals for 1776, inscribed at the bottom of the pyramid, have nothing to do with the signing of the Declaration of Independence or the birth of the United States, but rather secretly memorialize the founding year of the Bavarian Illuminati. The hand gesture can be made by making the sign of the pyramid with one eye peeking through the empty space, forming an eye in the pyramid. The hidden eye sign is made by simply covering one eye with one hand. The symbol and sign are common in music videos, Hollywood movies, corporate logos, and again, children's cartoons. If you'd like to know more about Illuminati legends, check out the links on your screen and in the description below.